Mr. Pence.
Thank you, Mr. Polich. My name is Steve Pence. I'm a lawyer from Marquette, and Mrs. Baruti has retained me. And when I come to a community that I don't get to that often, I guess my first thought is not to make things worse. Whatever process you have here internally for dealing with complaints, I'm happy with that, and I trust the process will be followed. You know, the internet, the social media that was referred to by Sarah McCord is an interesting device, and like all tools, it can do a lot of good and it can do a lot of evil. And in this case, I applaud the school board, how well they dealt with the situation. The underlying problem, issue, concern with the child and his mother has resolved. But because of the activities of a few people on the internet, Mrs. Baruti has been slandered and mistreated. And we live in a world now with this internet where a lie can travel halfway around the world before the truth is putting its shoes on. And that's what happened here. I see postings by someone who says she is Sarah McCord, and I don't know who that person is, except I saw someone stand up and say that was she, and a lot of what she said here today sounds a lot like what was posted on the internet under her name. And she made a posting, this person who says she's Sarah McCord, said, "I am ashamed that a teacher in our school with no heart or soul kicked a student off of the track team because he dyed his hair pink in support of his mother, who was diagnosed with breast cancer. What a self-righteous bitch. I would never wish cancer or the fallout on the family on anyone, but who in the hell is she to pass that kind of judgment to make these decisions?" Now, as I understand it, Mrs. Baruti doesn't coach the track team. This young man was never coached and was never taken off the team. And so why is a horrible thing like that posted about Mrs. Baruti by someone who says she's Sarah McCord? There's another posting by a Sarah McCord that says, "Dan, the former track coach, who quit on the first day of practice, is gone on vacation, so she has taken charge. So inappropriate." Again, that's not true. There was already a new coach in place. Later, this person who says she is Sarah McCord says, "Some of my postings have been vicious." What an admission. Vicious postings based on multiple layers of hearsay. Just like the Ace Hardware stuff we heard about today. One child interviewed and nothing but hearsay, destroying the life, if she could, of a good teacher. This person, who on the internet says she's Sarah McCord. I don't know if it's this person or not. But we may find out, because you do not have a right to free speech that is intended to destroy people's lives and is reckless. I have been fighting with TV6 for 5 years about the stupidity of letting anybody say anything on the internet and destroy lives in small towns. They might have First Amendment protection. Sarah McCord probably does not. They might have First Amendment protection. Sarah McCord probably does not. My client has a right to privacy. She has a right to a process here in this community where charges will be investigated, and if she did something wrong, it'll be learned. But everyone in this room knows no child was kicked off the track team. They know that Mrs. Baruti had no role in the boys' track team. And I sense something very personal and vicious, an admission that Sarah McCord made on the internet one time about what is going on here, and I think it's awful. And I think the process should run its course, and we should allow justice to be done here, and we should stop these postings on the internet. To my knowledge, Mrs. Baruti and this administration have made no similar posts. I came here reluctantly to speak, to say these things, because I'm here not to make things worse, but to hopefully calm the situation and say, let this situation proceed in a logical fashion, talk to the girls who were on the team, who heard whatever was said. I do not understand in a small town like this how people turn to this degree against a woman. I sense some sexism, and yes, women can be capable of that too, where men made the decisions here, and yet it's a woman who's being castigated. I do not understand that cruelty to a woman. So thank you, Mr. Chairman and board members, for allowing me to speak.